are on a mission to show you how beautiful Rome is when everybody's sleeping. But Benny, I would think, let's show them the time.
That's 4:11 a.m. Look, it's pitch black outside. And with this beautiful backdrop and this beautiful gentleman here.
Buongiorno.
This is Francesco, and he's going to take us on our mission today.
Yes, that's my job this morning.
Yes.
Look at this. What is this?
Well, we are in one of the darkest areas of Rome. Here, it's where the Pope used to do public executions. And it's right in front of Castel Sant'Angelo, one of the icons of the city of Rome. It was a mausoleum before, the mausoleum of Emperor Hadrian. And then it became slowly part of the defensive system of the city as a fortress. Because the Pope was the king of the city, so he didn't need a place where to escape in case of risk or attack to his life. But the bottom section is the mausoleum of Hadrian. Hadrian is one of my favorite emperors because he's the only man in the history of the world that builds and dedicates a temple to his mother-in-law. And this is the place where he was buried. It's called the Castle of the Angel for Archangelo Michael, in the position of shooting his sword back, like to say the plague is over. That's why it's called the Castle of the Angel.
Vedi? And it's really close. I mean, if you, Betty, look over there.
We're very close to the Vatican.
This is the Bridge of the Angels. Vero? Ponte degli Angeli. Yes. Ponte Sant'Angelo, you said. Look how beautiful. Look. And there's nobody. You know how rare it is to have nobody here? I mean, nobody. Look, Vale, show them. Isn't this breathtaking? All I can say is this is the Pantheon. Francesco,
Yes,
say something
this is
more.
This is an engineering miracle, still standing up after 2,000 years, because the first construction was done in 27 before Christ, and then it was destroyed in a terrible fire and completely redone by Emperor Hadrian. Hadrian is famous for the restoration of the Pantheon, and it was restored between 118 and 125 AD. So since then, this is what we have. It's perfectly preserved because then converted into a Catholic, a Christian church. And not a lot of people know that his real name now is not Pantheon. Pantheon means consecrated to all the gods, which is the pagan name. But now converted into a Catholic church, into a Christian church, it's called St. Mary and All Martyrs. But nobody calls it like that. Even the Vatican still calls it the Pantheon. Pantheos, all the gods. We are at the Trevi Fountain.
Yes, I mean, you have to come at this time because there is nobody.
It's really quiet this morning, and it's the best time to enjoy this beautiful fountain completely empty, because during the high season here there's an ocean of people. It's very, very crowded. You can't even flip the coin for how busy it is. But at this time you can really enjoy it. About 17,000 euros a week, 800,000 a year. And it's full of coins right now.
All full of coins. Look.
This is so exciting. We are so happy that you guys are here with us.
If I'm not mistaken, there's a place where you can drink water here, right? And you didn't know that.
No.
I did.
Let's call it with the real name. La Scalinata della Trinità dei Monti.
La Scalinata della Trinità dei Monti.
This is the real name. Spanish Steps is a name given by English-speaking people because they could not pronounce the real name. Try La Scalinata.
La Scalinata di Trinità dei Monti.
La Scalinata della Trinità dei Monti,
Yes.
which is the name. The Trinità dei Monti is the name of this beautiful church.
Show. It's all beautifully redone now.
So this is the same water of the Trevi Canyon.
And you can drink it too. They challenged me. They said, Benny, you're gonna
Benny,
fall.
please.
You're gonna fall inside the water
gonna slip.
fountain, but I will not. Maybe it's a little bit too slippery. I wouldn't want to swim. Andiamo noi, eh?
Let's go.
Up.
Up. And this is Piazza del Popolo, which is called Piazza del Popolo because in every piazza you're giving us a different name.
Piazza del Popolo. Gets the name from this amazing church, which is called Santa Maria del Popolo. On this square there's actually 3 Santa Maria. Santa Maria del Popolo, Santa Maria del Monte Santo, Santa Maria dei Miracoli.
Rome has a lot of obelisks.
Yes, we have 9 Egyptian obelisks and 4 Roman copies. This is an original one. It's 3,200 years old. It was erected in Heliopolis by the pharaohs Set I and Ramses II in honor to the god of sun, god Ra.
Wow.
But then converted into a Christian monument by adding a cross during the papacy time. Because this was a pagan monument, so they had to convert it. But these obelisks, the Pope did use them as a pin drop. So you know on Google Maps,
Yeah.
you put a pin drop? The obelisks were pin drops for important paths of important churches. So you always find them at San Giovanni Laterano, Santa Maria Maggiore, San Pietro, Piazza del Popolo. There's always one in where there's important Christian sites.
So you think this is the Colosseum? Well, it's not. Period.
It's not because it's, well, this is a theater where the Colosseum is an amphitheater. What's the difference? The theater is like a D. An amphitheater, it's like this. It's like 2 theaters attached together. And this, it's older than the Colosseum.
This is older than the
This
Colosseum.
is the older than the Colosseum. This is older. This was inaugurated in 13 before Christ, approximately, where the Colosseum was finished in 80 after Christ. So there is a few years of difference. The incredible thing here is that we have an archaeological area underneath, and then during the papacy times, medieval times, they built apartments on the top. It's like building your apartment on top of the Colosseum. More or less, it's the same concept. But this was a theater for musical, for shows, those kind of events. Dedicated to Marcello, that was the nephew of Caesar Octavian Augustus. So imagine those people are living in a structure built by Augustus.
Wow. And that over there is the Jewish ghetto.
And this is a door.
Yes, a door.
A door. And people spend hours in line at this door. Why? First of all, where are we and why?
We are on top of one of the 7 hills of Rome. It's called Aventino, a very exclusive area of the city. Peaceful and quiet, but in the last 10 years this became more crowded with the power of the web because everybody wants to take a shot of the keyhole. It's the only keyhole that looking through you are able to see 3 different countries at the same time. Italy, the seats of the Knights of Malta, and what's the third?
The Vatican.
The Vatican. The keyhole is right here.
And now this is the Colosseum, right?
Yes, yes. Is it? Really?
I think it is.
It looks like the Colosseum, yes. Definitely the symbol of our city. It's a big boy. It's in less than 50 years. In 50 years, it's going to celebrate 2,000 years. 2,000 years. And it was finished in 80 AD. And it could host about 75,000 people. It had an evacuation program of 30 minutes. Had a roof on the top made of canvas. So it wasn't like a normal stadium today. Perfectly organized, and it was free of charge.
Ah.
Yeah, it was free. People had a card made of bone with a number corresponding on the number on each door, because there were 80 entrances and exits. So it was free of charge. They could host 75,000 people. They had 80 entrances and exits. Today it takes about an hour to get in. Could host just 3,000 or 4,000, 5,000 people at the same time.
Wow.
They charge you like 30 euros. So are we too stupid today, or they were too smart in the past? Probably the second.
Yes.
Well, Francesco recommended that we have to have a little stop. And how could we say no? Because you're going to see what we're going to be having.
And this is what we're going to have, maritozzo con la panna.
Look, this is how you eat it. The secret to eating maritozzo is to make sure that you get your nose dirty.
Mamma mia.
This is my church. This is where I was baptized in 1975. St. Peter's Basilica. The Vatican. So behind that fence, it's another country. It's the Vatican State. It's 1 square kilometer of land. It's 1/8 Central Park, New York. That's how big is the Vatican. And that's one of the entrances of the Vatican State, with the Swiss soldiers guarding the borders. Today it's Sunday, so the people are lining up for Mass. So the Vatican is just waking up right now.
And this is another perspective of before.
This is, yes, look how beautiful.
Wow. And it's sunrise, you guys. We've been around for about almost 3 hours, from pitch dark to the first rays of light. And Rome is still sleeping. But look, let's go all the way over there. And I would say, Benny, mission accomplished.
Thank you.
Grazie, Francesco.
Prego, prego. See you in
He's-
Rome.
Yes, we've been driving around and it has been incredible.
Beautiful. I mean, seeing Rome like this is really worth the 3 a.m. wake up.
The best part?
Yes.
Maritozzo con la panna.
Domani tozzo con la panna.
Cook, eat, drink, live italiano.